Hey, hey. All right, welcome back. So, my Geminis, um, about once a quarter, I like to do a storytelling where I ask what areas have we had growth in, and then what is making us really attractive right now. Just because growth does that, right? It makes us attractive because we take on like new, like personalities and new facets of our character being displayed. So, I did a shuffle on this, and we start out with card number 9, which is the Jaguar, which is about release. So first off, it's about releasing the things that we don't need. However, of course, there's some mythology that we're going to talk about first. So from the Jaguar goddess from the Mayan culture is one who oversees particularly childbirth, like females in general. And interestingly enough, rain and sacred sweat, which I thought was really fascinating. So this is not just about releasing. I mean, to give birth is to, release the child into the world, but this concept of releasing can have a duality, right? It can be, what are we releasing that we don't need, and then what are we releasing into the world that is something that's going to grow and blossom. Now, jaguars themselves are actually incredibly powerful. So the bite force on a jaguar is actually more powerful than lions, tigers, and like other big cats families. They can climb trees, but they're also great swimmers. They're pretty, this is some serious like female power in this card. So the female energy, you don't have to be a female to, like have that powerful divine feminine energy within you. But this is definitely like a seriously like I bite down on what I want, and I also release the things that I don't. So this is almost like the area of growth is recognizing what I do want is going to be mine, and what I don't need or what I don't desire, I don't have to hold on to that. It's not my jurisdiction. That's an SEP, somebody else's problem, right? That right there is an SEP. That's not mine. That's somebody else's problem. Let's get a couple more cards on the growth here, and then we'll take a look at what is making us attractive at this point. Ooh, oh, wow. Okay, so hold on. Way too many cards, and they went all over the place, just so you can see, like, it's really, really way too many. So I don't take any of those. Let's just see what we got here, and we'll do it one more time. We've got one out. So first we had a big explosion, and now it's more controlled. Okay, what do we get? So far we have 2. They're both in the reverse. We have a 9 of Wands, and we have a Knight of Wands. So for areas of growth, we're like in a huge sense of stability right now. We're not trying to sit and nurse wounds and think about going back in to fight the same old battle and maybe hope that we can do better this time. It's like, are you kidding me? Again, that's an SCP. That's somebody else's problem. That ain't my battle to fight. And I'm not going to be fatigued by this. I'm not going to either allow things to come racing in at me and then disappear just as fast. I am saying no thank you to the things that are just transitional. If somebody is just in and out of my life all the time, I probably don't need that. Why? I don't need to fight for this or try to make them stay. That's not what I'm all about. So a lot of fire energy, but in the reverse. Like basically we're saying, I realize I have no passion for the things that I don't want. Amazing, because we start out with that card of release. Wow. Card of release. And then we keep going with, if I'm not even passionate about it, why would I hold on to it? We've got this, this 8 of Swords, but it came out sideways, right? So are we stuck? No, we are not. We are maybe counting up different experiences in life so that we are able to say, I think I can let go of this. Like what I'm picturing right now is somebody who's in their closet and they are literally taking things off, holding it up, being like, I don't wear this anymore. It goes in the donate box. And they're doing that with every item. Only in this case, it's like someone is doing this with the memories that they hold or relationships. Is this something that I need to hold on to? Or is it clogging up my memory bank? Is it clogging up my heart? Is it clogging up my closet? I don't want to be stuck and have like my mind or my heart or my closet filled with things that I don't need. That bogs me down. So right now we're in an evaluation process. We're not stuck, but we're not totally free of it yet, because we're going through like almost systematically, I feel like, and we're crossing things off that we don't need to carry with us anymore. Very powerful. These are areas of growth. I want to say purge. That's the word in my mind. We are purging the things that we do not need. Let's get one more on growth, and then we'll talk about what makes you attractive right now. Hey guys, JJ, Lavender Moon, AJ Craft. Thank you guys for being here. You're awesome. And we have an Ace of Wands again in the reverse. We keep dealing with the things that we don't want. Like not dealing with it, but identifying that gives me no joy. That gives me no passion. I'm not passionate about this. I am releasing this. It's not even something I want to hold on to try to transform it. If something is too big of a project, I'm letting it go. That can talk about a relationship. That can talk about, sometimes we set goals for ourselves and then it's like, the amount of effort and the amount of things I'd have to do before I can achieve that goal, I don't want to put my energy in those other things. There's nothing wrong with saying, I don't want to work that hard for it. It doesn't matter that much to me. Sometimes there's like a career path and it's like, oh, I think I'd be interested in that, but do I really want to invest, 4 years of, learning about this topic and all those courses and then the internship and blah, blah, blah in order to get to that career path? No, I don't want to put in the effort for that. That's not, and that defines why it's not the right path for us. It doesn't mean we're lazy. It just means that path, it would be like putting myself through this grueling like prison where that's not the part that I care to do. So maybe that's the indicator that it's just not for me. This is owning it and saying, yeah, I don't really want that job. I don't want to do the work that job entails. I don't want to do the work to get to that degree. I don't want to do those things because I'm not that interested in it. This is more about like, it doesn't mean the jaguar is not lazy. And like I said, the jaguar has the strongest bite out of any big cat. When you've got what you want, you bite down and it's yours. But why would we try to grab prey that we don't even want? So we're releasing ourselves from that as well. And maybe releasing ourselves from the idea of like, oh my gosh, but a lot of times people will like shame themselves. Like, I should do this. I'm just not working hard enough at it. And they like keep beating themselves up over it. Maybe we didn't really want it. Maybe that's why it's like, this doesn't feel like I want to put my energy into it. And that's okay. So what makes us attractive? So I only read this deck in the upright because each card already has two meanings. The Justice card to the Hanged Man. So somebody finds it pretty attractive that I think you can see things through lots of different sides, right? The Justice is the card of trying to find balance, right? Recognizing when it's imbalanced, but then the Hanged Man gives us time to see things from a different perspective. So it's like, I feel like you're very non-judgmental because you are able to see things through everyone's eyes, contemplate it, and be really fair. Like I feel like this is a storyline where everything we've seen, you allow yourself permission to let go of stuff that you don't want. You allow other people to do the same. It's like, well, I'm not going to be like riding you and razzing you and giving you a bad time if you don't do, what the rest of the world wanted you to, because the only person who makes a decision for what's right for you is you. So it's almost like, I feel like you won't let other people tell you like, this is what you must do. I feel like you're pretty independent. You're more interested in what is fair for yourself. How am I fair with myself? What do I really want? What is my psyche telling me? What is my instinct telling me? If you're good at listening to your own self and still weighing in, like advice from others, but ultimately you're the final decider as to what is true and what is right for you, I feel like that's very attractive because I feel like you give that same permission to others. So it's like to be around you could be very soothing because people know that you truly are supportive, you give good feedback, but you don't condemn or judge people for whatever choices they're going to make. That is very, it's a very admirable trait. So no wonder that would be very attractive. Next, to have that 8 of coins going to the 9 of coins, you will work hard on things. Absolutely. You work at whatever it is that you want and you wind up abundant. In fact, you may be very good at expressing yourself about having public opinion. You may be very interested in certain causes that are near and dear to you. But again, because you approach things with a certain amount of authenticity and because maybe you're really, you might be really good at promoting ideas that you do believe in that might have to do with helping people release other narrow-mindedness. It's an interesting thing because we see that star up above. So it's like, if this person is seeing that the things you do put your effort into are things that matter to you, and because it matters, because it's authentic, people want to hear what you have to say. You may be a little bit in the public eye, you may have some really great ideas, but it's always coming from that fair and balanced place, and it's what you genuinely feel like you would want to give your energy to. I don't feel like there's any fluff to you. This our lead character has no fluff to them. They're not lying about anything. They're really being authentic. And I think that's, again, it's very attractive. And then the 2 of Cups to the 3 of Cups. Well, this person thinks that you're their perfect match. What makes you attractive is they could see like that mirror in them when they look at you. They see this. This could be somebody who really would like to be given a second chance. And if they are coming in totally differently, you might have released them, said, no, I have no interest in that. You weren't who I needed you to be, but that's okay. I'm not mad at you for it. You just weren't who I would have wanted to match with. This unfortunately could still be the same person who is like, wow, the fact that you let me go, but you did it so nicely. Somehow that is actually like, I don't know. It could be making somebody's mindset like realize what a great match you really are for them, because this can be a card of reconciliation when we go to that 3 of Cups. So from the 2 of Cups to the 3, that, or it's a brand new person who is seeing you as just right, and they would like to get to know you better. They'd like to spend some time with you. I don't know, to me this is a card of like the women's suffrage movement. And it's funny how we've had a ton of female energy here, a ton of like giving birth, a ton of female power. Now we have, female equality, and now we have this image of a family. I almost feel like you may be really interested in like advocating for equality and things like that. You may be very interested in like Divine Feminine, or just equality for genders. There could be an element to that in here as well. This could be somebody who really admires that you're, because this is also about equality with the Justice card, right? Really admires the fact that you are very fair-minded and that you are able to like speak up for what you want. And if it isn't going to be fair, you're not going to do it. And it's that way in relationships. It's that way in business. It's like, no, if it's not fair, I'll call it out. And if it still doesn't change, then I'm not playing ball, because I don't do things that aren't fair. It's a real matter of fact, but also somebody like respects, admires, and thinks, wow, you're my mate, you're my match, because you're fair and balanced, but you're also accountable and you mean what you say. That's pretty amazing. If someone could be looking at you like a terrific parent for their children or for your own children, it's like, wow, that's the kind of like person I want to help my daughter grow into somebody like you, or, whatever influence it is. This could be a strong masculine who has this really like balanced and progressive view of like, the equality aspect. And you could be looking at a masculine, or vice versa, saying, wow, I would love to have that father figure for my child, because it's promoting the ideas that I really think are fair, balanced, equal. It's, and it brings so much joy. There's a lot of respect. I feel like it's what makes it so attractive is there's a lot of respect that somebody has for you, but it's like, that is the balance. Your balanced mind is what I want in my life. So very beautiful, very beautiful. Anyway, guys, as always, these are just stories. I am not a psychic, as I always say. I am a storyteller. I blend mythology. I blend sometimes, different random facts, but I'm ultimately a writer who writes without a pen. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. That's the way to listen to this, is just for the inspiration, the fun food for thought. Thank you so much for giving this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Without that, my channel doesn't grow, and I don't know if you guys enjoy it or not. So it helps my channel grow, but also lets me know that you enjoy this. Also, from time to time, I do go live, which I will be doing today. Today is the 5th of May. So I have one more. I've got to do the Aquarius read, and then I'm going to go live. And this is for my subscribers. So you do have to be a subscriber, and you'll want to have your notification bell on too, so you know when I go live. But I will be doing just like a quick little storytelling for my subscribers. And so if you guys want to join me over there, you certainly can. I'd love to have you. As always, you guys have a beautiful day. If I catch you in about a half hour on my other live, awesome. And if not, then I send you onward today with lots of happiness. All right, you guys. All right, Bruce, I'll see you again later. Ciao. AJ Craft, bye, honey. All right, I'll see you guys in a hot minute. Ongoing Awakening. Hey, thank you. Hey, Steve. So glad you're here. All right, you guys. See you in a minute. Bye.